Are you guys ready? Okay, here we go. And yes, I'm recording. Welcome to Help Desk with Joe, show 55. You're here listening to Patch Turned Up and in our Patch Facebook Live. And I have with me, as always, Joe and Justin. And we're in Spencer, West Virginia. Knocking out the shows here in Help Desk with Joe has Joe with A&M Digital Technologies, helping out the general consumer, businesses, and everyone else with his technology news and then product reviews and updates. So today, knocking out 3 updates and then also a product review, which is staying with our fitness kick. And
yeah, we need to get off that kick.
I don't think so. It's a good thing. So, of course, with us, Justin, as always, and we're rolling. Show 55, knocking them out, Joe. And for people that are just now tuning in or listening or maybe haven't caught this before, you know, you did 8 years of video platforms and now you've transferred over to podcasts and Facebook Live. So pretty good stuff, Joe. So really 55 doesn't count the 8 prior years.
Right.
Just here in this last year.
Yeah, we've grown and expanded since then.
And you've made adjustments. We did some Zoom ones for COVID issues, and then now we're back live in the studio here. So, yeah, you've been the one constant with our podcast.
Yeah, as long as I've known you, Dave, you always like to throw me curveballs, and so far, I've not been. There's some of them I've probably not been able to knock out of the park, but I've been able to at least hit a good double.
Yep. Get on base. That's all that matters.
Yeah. All right. Well, today you got some interesting updates. You're going to talk about Android, the FCC, and Roku. And then we got a neat review that involves fitness that I'm pretty excited about. And we had to make some trades and negotiations here to make that happen, but it did happen. And I like it. I think, you know, it's something neat. So you have to stay tuned and listen to all the way through the show to get to that product review. And but as for now, let's talk a little bit about this Android update. And I'm excited because normally it's Apple stuff that has issues and is trying to fix things. So I'm curious to see if Android is good news or bad news.
Well, let's just put it this way. Between the 3 news stories, I'm referring to them then as the good, the bad, and the ugly, and not in that order.
All right. Well, that's good. People need to know. So that's the good news about this show. You let people know what they need to know and relevant to their life and their everyday life, and especially with their phones, which is highly important anymore. So,
right.
All right, lay it on us, the Android story.
Okay, so Dave, I'm going to ask you. Within the last couple of days, have you noticed your phone just acting a little weird, like apps just randomly crashing and?
Not some. See, some stuff I just account for user error because I'm not super technically savvy. And but I don't know. Not that I've noticed. Now maybe there's something's happening and I just didn't notice because I'm not a big technology phone guy. Like I use my phone, but I don't like wear it out like a lot of people. So I'm not sure. What should I be looking for?
So Google, Gmail, and other Android apps as of Monday started crashing.
Huh. See, I don't use Gmail very much.
Okay, the Gmail app.
Yeah, I don't think. Is it its own app?
Yes. Yeah, you can get just the Gmail app.
I don't think I have that.
Okay.
I mean, I might have it, but I don't use it. Like my email's a Yahoo address, and then I use my work email. Those are the only 2 emails I use.
Okay.
But I use it. I can look here. Let me look.
Okay.
Is it? See, I have an email app.
Okay, so that's right. You're on Samsung, so you're probably using Samsung's email app.
Yeah, it just says email.
Okay. So on Monday, Google pushed out some updates that caused Gmail and other Android apps to crash just randomly.
Yeah, you're right. I do not use the Gmail mail.
So people are actually able to narrow the issue down to it being a bug in the Android system Webview app and a system component that lets Android apps display web content.
Really?
So so basically, Google pushed out an update that broke a bunch of stuff.
Oh, wow. Now, my phone did update last week.
Okay. And didn't notice anything extra out of the ordinary?
No.
So, to fix the issue, Google pushed out an update on Monday that ran updates for the Android system Webview and Google Chrome itself. So, to resolve this issue, just go to the Play Store and download the system updates for the Android system Webview and Google Chrome apps.
Right.
and that is supposed to fix the issue. But now they also did find where some users actually went and uninstalled the Android System WebView app, and that seemed to fix a lot of their issues.
Huh.
Would this be something that would probably automatically update if you've got automatic updates on your Android setup? That
yeah, it
would
should.
be another way to.
Yeah, it should. But just to be safe, just go to your Play Store and check for your app updates. And if you see anything that says Google Chrome or Android System WebView, just click those updates. They're free updates, and that should resolve any issues. Because what was weird, I actually saw a couple of them on my phone, that apps that normally don't run in the back. Well, I get notifications every once in a while, but apps I don't normally use, I'd just be on something else, and all of a sudden this app crashed. I wasn't using that app, and I mean it was just, and I just chalked it up to something with that app going on, but apparently Google broke it.
Right. Now, I did notice one thing, like Mercury or whatever. It's an app that you sell stuff on, kind of like eBay.
Mercari?
Yeah.
Okay.
That popped up with notifications like yesterday, which is weird because I haven't used that app in years.
Really?
Yeah, but it popped up, notifications started popping up, so I went in and turned off notifications for it. And to be honest with you, I don't even remember having the app. I remember I looked at it and downloaded it once.
Yeah.
Right.
And so out of the blue, it popped up with notifications, and so did something else. So that's the one thing I'll say is unusual that I did notice, is that I had two apps that I haven't used in a long time pop up with little notifications.
Well, that goes back to the social dilemma.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, you haven't used this for a while. Don't forget, we're still here.
Why? Can they automatically turn on their own notifications?
If it's pushed through an update, it can.
Huh. Well, it must have, because it was an update, and then bam, all of a sudden getting some usage. Interesting.
It's good you walk us through that, though, because I would never think to, okay, I need to go check out this Webview update thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my phone didn't do it for me, I probably would be like, why is this stuff
why is it why is it broke?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And that's the highlight of this show is helping out general consumers with stuff that I would never figure that out on my own.
Could you say one more time what Webview? It's a
it's
Webview?
the two apps that you need to update are Android System WebView and Google Chrome. And you can find those. Just go into your Play Store and then look for app updates, and it will. If it's not already installed, it'll ask you to install the update.
All right. Yeah, it kind of sounds like maybe it's something when you're trying to open a link in an email and to go to a browser, something goes screwy. It doesn't like that.
Yeah, it
crashes.
It goes sideways in a hurry.
Man. So I went and looked in my app store, looked at updates, and I got a bunch.
Oh, Dave, I didn't want to hear that.
I mean, I probably got 40 of them that need updated. But it's like YouTube and, Android System WebView.
There you go.
Well, should I update it?
Yeah, because it fixed what was broke, so either way you're fixed.
Am I really?
I guarantee it until it installs.
And then Google Chrome Fast and Secure needs updated. Man, how's these things happen?
Somebody doesn't have automatic updates turned on.
Is that always a good thing though?
For the most part, yes.
I'm a little suspicious.
It is till it isn't. Case in point, last week or week before, I can't remember at this point, Microsoft pushed out an update that broke printing on Windows 10 machines to the point where if you try to print, your system blue screens crashes and reboots.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and with Windows 10, unless you have the enterprise version that you have your own enterprise network and all that, you can't stop the update. So you can go in and uninstall it, but then it'll turn right around and reinstall it.
Yeah.
And so we've been fighting this for 2 weeks. So literally what we've been having to do to fix it is uninstall that update, go in Windows settings, and say don't download any updates for, and it'll let you go up to 35 days. So now you're just leaving your system vulnerable because you're telling it don't download these updates. And it's broken printers across the board for people. There was a bunch of articles about it. We even had one that update broke one of our clients' accounting software. This is the
wow.
worst time to be doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Don't do that in tax season. That's craziness.
Yeah. And when they would open the app, as soon as the app would open, it would just crash. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun on my end the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, your technology guy becomes very important when your tax stuff goes down.
Yeah, especially when that client's the one that does our taxes. So,
oh yeah,
so
even more important.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
And they pushed taxes back till May?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think May 15th. They gave everybody an extra month, state and federal.
I'm technology savvy, so I do mine online with TurboTax.
TurboTax,
Yeah.
Which used to be totally free. They charge a little bit now, don't
They
they?
charge. I don't know if it was totally free. You can use it for free. You have to pay a fee at the end. To file. But I mean, it does it all automatically. It's not bad. It's like $150 or something.
Yeah.
See, I only have to do that. Cena takes our accountant the paperwork at the end of the year, prints off 4 sheets, and he says, "I'll see you in a week." That's even easier.
I kind of, and I'm not saying don't go use an accountant.
Well,
but TurboTax walks you through everything and makes it so easy.
Well, but for the business side.
They do business as well.
Yeah, but
if you add up your own numbers and hand it to the accountant, you're paying the accountant to put the information in for you. Yeah,
but our accountant, us and other clients say that this accountant has the magic pencil.
Sure. So don't get me wrong. TurboTax walks you through a ton of scenarios.
Right, but
try to get you more money. It's kind of crazy.
Right, but our accountant does a great job on saying, "Hey, now."
Careful what you say.
I know. No, he doesn't do anything illegal. It's just, why aren't you writing this off? Or, hey, you could have wrote that off there, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, completely. Didn't realize that. So that's why I think having a person.
Yeah,
is much better than TurboTax, because the computer program's not going to more than likely say, hey, you could have written that off.
I don't know.
There's
so many scenarios. I mean, you could spend, like, the first time I used it, I spent literally days.
See, that doesn't sound like fun to me.
Well, but you can go through all the scenarios because it'll ask you for all these different situations.
Right.
Like my wife has a small business where she makes homemade soap and then sells it at fairs and festivals.
Right.
There's 50 different scenarios that you can choose to go through or choose not to.
Right.
So it just depends on the depth and the detail. So the first time I did it, I went into great detail, and it would say, okay, do you want to write this off? Or can you write this off? And then there would be 3 different scenarios. And then there's all these help buttons that you could delve into and kind of get into, like say, as extensive as you want to.
Right.
To answer questions or to see if there's anything else you could possibly write off, because they had so many different scenarios, and it would just say, is this fit you or not fit you? And if it does, then you go here. So it's just if-then statements.
Right.
But it walks you through everything.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun.
You do it once,
right,
because unless your business changes. So
right,
you do it once. That's why I say the first year I did that. Now, every year after that, it automatically loads all my information in, and all I enter is data, like mileage, sales, supplies, expenses, and it just goes all through it. So, like this year, it only took me, maybe 2 hours.
That's not bad.
No, that's why. It's automatic, and it'll ask you, did anything change? And then it had like 9 categories. Did anything change in any of these categories, just to make sure?
Right.
And then the final thing it does, it goes through everything, and it says, all right, we're going to review anything. If there's any questions, it pops them up.
Right.
Just to verify if anything needs, a little look at.
See, my problem is I have a very short attention span the way it is. So.
Well, don't get me wrong. This sounds like a Cena thing.
Yeah. Yes, that's why we find it just easier to pay our accountant for him to go through with his magic pencil and go, why didn't you write this off? You could have wrote that off. You wrote that off last year. Why didn't you do that this year? So,
yeah,
you don't want. That's why I'm not an accountant, because I would end up getting just tired and going, okay, let's just write all this off, or no, we're not writing any of this off. And I would either be getting a bigger refund check, or I'd be getting no refund check if I end up doing taxes myself.
Yeah, and that's how it works. I don't know. I don't mind it.
Federal deadline got pushed to May 17th.
Okay.
It says you may still want to double check that your state deadline isn't the original. Most states are pushing theirs back as well, but you need to check.
Yeah, I do know for a fact. I heard Governor Justice last week say that he was pushing the states back to May 17th to match with the state.
Folks out there locally here in Spencer, Rowan County, if you can't afford, to do your taxes yourself or get an accountant, they do free taxes. It used to be through the library.
Yeah.
And they're still doing that. I guess not at the library anymore, but there's still volunteers that'll do taxes for free for folks out there.
And the CRI here does them, Community Resource Incorporated.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't know about that.
And let me make just a quick public service announcement.
Right.
Referring to TurboTax and all these tax programs that I've seen too many times in the past where one person will buy the TurboTax license and then they'll share it with their entire family.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why it is important to pay for that license. Because what a lot of people don't realize is when you buy that license, that signs you in an agreement with TurboTax that if for any reason you ever get audited, TurboTax will deal with the IRS on your behalf.
Yeah.
So basically you're paying for an insurance policy.
Right.
So if Dave buys TurboTax and Justin and I use it and file our taxes, Justin gets audited, Justin's out of luck. Justin's got to deal with the IRS because if Justin calls TurboTax, they're going to say, well, that license key is not registered in your name. Sorry, pal. Good luck.
It's weird, though. Like, I don't think you have to buy it anymore.
Do you not?
No, because it's online. That's why I say I don't actually pay until I submit it.
Well, now, I think they still do a actual...
There's a fee.
A desktop version because we have...
Right. I mean, there might be, like, you can go buy a desktop version. I'm just saying I use the online one.
Okay.
And I don't actually pay a penny. Like, I go through all my taxes. It tells me, all right, here, you're done at this point.
Right.
This is the amount you'll get back. This is the amount you'll pay. Because, I had to pay state taxes.
Right.
And it's like, we'll file it both for you, but you have to pay this fee. So then you put your credit card in, pay the fee, and then it automatically e-files everything for you.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really smooth. And don't get me wrong. Hey, I like our local accountants. We have several good accounting firms here locally that do an awesome job.
Right.
It's easier for me just to do it myself.
Yeah, that's why I use one of our locals because
he's
done it. He's done it forever, and he knows how to take care of
you. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot to run a small business, and you want to get as much back as you can because you pay out a lot to run your business. So that's the deal. Cool. Well, I don't know how we went from Android to taxes, but there you go. Justin.
Yeah.
Not only did you not keep us on track, but you led us farther off the track by researching when the deadline and stuff.
That's good info for people out there, though.
Yeah. Right. Good job, Justin.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out how we got there.
Anyway, tax season. So take care of your taxes, people. We need some good roads and infrastructure. Yeah. And police, firemen, we need all that stuff. I like it. That's how I'm a big, hey, let's pay taxes. I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to pay taxes, but when your house catches on fire, you really like, having fire department show up and save your stuff.
Well, now to be fair, Dave, you want to pay your fair share of taxes within reason.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not a...
Well, somebody may hear this and go, oh, he's for, all the taxes. Like, no, within reason.
Sure, yeah, within reason. I'm just saying I don't hesitate to pay taxes because, like I say, I like our community services. I like our roads being decent. I like our state highway guys. They do a good job and keep our roads safe and clean and clear. And, I like schools. Yeah. I'm all about education, obviously, so...
The FCC, is there some sort of transition? Is there some
actually
segue I can make?
Yeah, actually
Speaking
there is.
Taxes.
The way Dave was talking about infrastructure and taxes, absolutely.
All right. So on to news update number 2, since Justin's trying to wrangle us back in here.
I'm trying.
FCC, Joe.
Yeah, so
hit us.
So the Google announcement was bad. Here's the ugly.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And not so much on the FCC's end. The FCC's trying to clean this up. So shout out to the FCC on this one.
Yeah.
So you guys have heard me on my soapbox several times, and I'm going to try to not step on my soapbox this morning. It's too early for such nonsense.
I'll knock you off if you get up there. Yep.
So you guys have heard me stand on my soapbox and complain for months on end about internet service providers and their garbage service maps that they submit to the FCC?
Yep.
Okay.
Fake
Yes.
maps, basically.
Yes.
Super exaggerated coverage.
Exactly. So now the FCC is wanting to find out just how broken the internet really is. So as part of its plan to update coverage maps in the U.S., the Federal Communications Commission is, in a break from tradition, is finally asking average Americans to report which internet servers they are actually available where they live. So in the past, the FCC made these coverage maps based on what the internet service providers would send them, which was terrible at best. So in a compromising decision, because internet service providers naturally want to paint the rosiest picture possible, the FCC, due to COVID-19, realized that these maps are garbage. This internet provider says they have coverage for 50 miles, and truth be told, they only have it in 10. So as a result, the FCC has launched 2 new websites, and we'll put those links in the show notes on our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com. You can actually go on the map, and the map is broadbandmap.fcc.gov. Type in your home address, and it'll tell you what internet service providers should be available at your address. So that's step 1. Step 2, you can actually go to the FCC's website, and they have a special form, and it's a very short form. I'm talking, once you put in your contact information, like 2 questions, it is wanting to know, you file a complaint with the FCC about your horrible internet. 1, if the maps are completely wrong, if they're saying that you have, for example, our local providers here are Suddenlink and Frontier. If Suddenlink says they run in front of your residence and you know for a fact they don't, you can report that. Or if you are paying for...
that's weird that you say that, because I almost have the exact opposite problem.
Really?
Yeah, Suddenlink runs right to the edge of, our property.
Uh-huh.
And they claim they can't get to us because...
Because?
Yeah. The last lady I talked to, and it could be man or woman, didn't really matter, but the last spokesperson I talked to for Suddenlink, I was like, listen, lady, I can see the pole where it comes in and then the box it goes to. Like, literally see. It's 10 yards off my property. And she's like, yeah, I don't think so. You can't get service. I was like, what do you mean I can't get? 2 years ago, they offered, if they had slots come open or however it worked, that,
Yeah.
And when they did an upgrade, that I'd be able to get Suddenlink. And now it's not apparently 10 miles away from me. I don't know. It's craziness.
Yeah, so this is part of that nonsense that the FCC wants cleaned up. So the FCC actually has a second website for you to go in and report your either poor internet service, which I have with Frontier, and I will not be bashful about it.
Around here, man, Frontier's rough.
Well, nationwide.
Yeah, I mean, Suddenlink struggles here. We have it as for our business.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But Frontier came in and said they're owned by someone else now.
Since when?
I don't know. We get billed by somebody else.
No, now Suddenlink got bought out.
Okay, maybe it's Suddenlink.
Yeah, Suddenlink got bought out by Altus.
Altus, there you go. Yep.
Yeah.
So they came in. Now we're getting billed through Altus.
Yeah. So you can actually go on the FCC's website and fill out a complaint about how bad or how bad your internet service is, or how the map is incorrect in stating that you should have access to these providers, when in reality you know that those providers are nowhere near your residence.
I just tested it out a little bit. Can I throw some providers at you, see if you've heard of this? Viasat.
Satellite.
Okay. Hughes.
Satellite.
Most people know about that. Frontier. Then VSAT.
Viasat, yeah. Satellite.
VSAT systems.
Yeah, VSAT, yeah, satellite.
And Frontier again. Yep, it's popping up. All those are when I typed in the address. Okay.
Yeah, so please, 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 please. And like I said, we'll put these, well, I'll go ahead and put the links on our Facebook Live feed right now while we're discussing this.
Yeah, for me, basically, in this scenario, I would call up Viasat. I'd say, can you do service at this location? If they say, no, we can't.
You don't even have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they're telling you that the one you'd want to look into is Frontier, and see if Frontier can do that. And if not, then you contact the FCC and say, nope.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're watching Facebook Live, check the feed. I'm adding links now. So the first link will be for you to check your address.
And that's broadbandmap.fcc? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the one I'm on.
Nice. Okay.
A lot of big swath of one of the colors you don't want, which is showing the few providers available.
And now the second link that I'm posting now will be the form you can fill out with the FCC.
That was super easy though. I mean, I just typed that address right in, zoomed right in for me.
Yeah, the map's really accurate. I'm impressed with it. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, okay, so on the FCC's website, literally, you put your contact information, the description, and that's it. You just hit submit. I did it last night. Took literally 2 minutes.
So the description you said, this is not available. That there's some, or how did you word it?
Okay, so I put on there that Suddenlink's horrible, or not Suddenlink, but Frontier's horrible. That I'm paying for the Broadband Max package, which is supposed to be a 24 meg download speed, and I'm getting 1.2 megabit download speed and 488 kilobyte upload speed.
Oh man!
And that Suddenlink, according to their website, has access to my home, but when I called them, they said they can extend the line for $39,000.
Yeah.
For the low price of only $39,000.
Yeah. Well, and I already talked about my situation. I can see it, but it's nowhere near me.
And what do you Google to file that complaint or let the FCC know again?
The FCC's website for this complaint, it's a long link, so like I said, I'm going to put it on the show notes, but it's consumercomplaints.fcc.gov /HC or /EN-US/requests /new !ticket _form _ID equals 360001440131. Again, like I said, I'll add those to the notes, and it's the link's already in the live feed on Facebook, so we're good either way. And it's literally just says submit share your broadband experience. So I just got a sneaking suspicion that once this word gets out that the FCC is going to be, their server's going to be hit pretty hard in the next few days.
Yeah.
And locally for our local Roane County residents, I added these links to the Roane County Broadband Enhancement Council's page late last night and shared all those links out. So if you happen to see that, go ahead and share that on your social media feeds as well.
Yeah.
It'd be greatly appreciated.
Yes. Man,
it's important to push back a little bit because you don't want these companies being able to go out and claim they're providing this stuff to people that they really.
Oh yeah, they get off scot-free for the tax subsidies they get and everything else.
Well,
I remember we dumped the state of West Virginia dumped a ton of money on Frontier.
Yeah.
To expand.
Broadband DSL.
No, the fiber optics.
Yeah.
They're supposed to network the whole state with fiber optics, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And they dropped the ball. They didn't do it. They still got the tax subsidies, and then they walked away. And it's like, what the heck? So a little bit of teeth to the bite by the FCC would be a good thing. So, yeah, get on it, folks. Get out there, update your stuff, make sure you're correct.
Yeah, please. The form is very simple, and because I know that there's people listening going, well, I don't want to do that, and just have a million reasons on why not to do it, but literally it takes 2 minutes out of your day. And I know that a lot of people or a lot of groups are asking you to submit your internet reports and all that, and this is the reason why, is because the internet service providers for years have painted this picture of garbage and tried to sell it as beautiful and said, oh, everything's great, everything's perfect, and we're all sitting there going, well, this is terrible, we have no internet, or same as no internet. So please let the FCC know just how far off the mark these internet providers are claiming. So off my soapbox.
No, that's okay. I mean, you're in a technology world anyway as a business, so you have to have those services, and when they're not correct, and you have no chance, like you said, a $39,000 tag to get service that you would need to expand your business and to do your business properly.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. And if they're claiming that they're giving you good service and you're in their home, yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, folks, check out your map. Take care of this an easy click and link away. And Joe, thank you for providing those links. That makes it easy, makes it nice.
Oh, you're very welcome. Trying to make it as painless as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, so good information. So get out there and check those out. Submit a request.
Now
let's get some broadband going here in the state of West Virginia.
Now, here's something funny, and this is probably more than likely going to apply to more local people than anything. If you're having issues filling out this form, either one, having difficulty with the form itself, or two, the internet doesn't work for you to fill out this form.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, there is an 800 number. It's 888-225-5322 and select option 4.
Hold on, let me put that in the comments.
Okay. Well, here I've got it. I'll just copy and paste it.
Oh yeah. So copy and paste it in there as well. Because it's kind of weird saying, okay, well, go, but if you don't have internet. So I'm having you put a phone number in there for people that don't have internet while we're doing it on the internet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm assuming they can get their phone over and
right.
can at least get that. So it's good information to have either way.
There we go.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Joe. So, Joe, you're on the ball today. You got this FCC complaint stuff down.
Does that mean the good news is coming up?
Yes, it is. Yes,
okay.
we got rid of bad and ugly.
Bad and ugly. All right. So
yes.
Android, FCC taken care of. Tell us about Roku.
Okay. Are you guys familiar with the show This Old House?
Nope.
Really? I figured at least one of you guys would be.
What is it?
Okay, so This Old House is a show that's been on for, I'm going to say forever. It's a weekly show on PBS where these carpenters and contractors, they're followed, showing people on how to improve.
Holy cow. Sorry to interrupt, but 1979, it's got 42 seasons.
Yeah.
Wow.
They follow these contractors and craftsmen and showing how people remodel and renovate this old house. So Roku has basically bought out This Old House, including its 1,500 plus episode library plus a TV studio.
A little bit of an upgrade.
So what do you mean by plus a TV studio? Like they bought a physical TV studio? Or
Yeah,
is a TV studio the name of something?
No, they bought this TV studio that
they use?
Yeah, that they use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never heard of that app or,
Okay, so
show.
here's a better explanation. This Emmy-winning home improvement series takes the mystery and fright factors out of remodeling and carpentry chores. It follows one whole house renovation over several episodes and features tradesmen Norm Abram, Tom Silva, Richard Trethaway, and Roger Cook, along with host Kevin O'Connor. And over the years, they've had Steve Thomas, Kevin O'Connor, and Bob Vila.
Yeah. Huh.
And I remember this show when I was a kid. That was a Saturday afternoon staple. Dad would watch This Old House.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that you guys hadn't heard of it.
Nope.
So,
but you have to be a Roku subscriber to get it, right?
No. Roku just bought everything.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to now stream all 1,500 episodes coming soon.
1,500.
And
so you can still watch it on PBS?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
oh, that's nice. That is awesome.
See? So they're already streaming past episodes of This Old House and their spin-off show, Ask This Old House. And Ask This Old House is basically you send in your questions and they'll answer it on the air. You can watch all this for free on the Roku channel. And it's now ready for its current season for both shows after they air on PBS. So PBS gets the first run of the episodes. Then after PBS has aired the episodes, then they'll show up on Roku.
Nice. Huh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think the motivation behind that is? Because it's unusual that somebody gives us something away for free.
Well, it's Roku. Roku's figured out how to make money on this, and actually, This Old House has had a channel on Pluto TV for a while that literally all they did was air old episodes.
Yeah.
So they must have seen that there's some traction there and there's some money to be made. And for Roku to step in and say, yeah, we're going to buy it all lock, stock, and barrel, that just blew me away. Because I can understand buying the video library, but buying everything is crazy.
Huh.
So it's not certain how much Roku actually bought everything for, but a Deadline source said it was not enough to trip the $100 million milestone that requires a regulatory filing, so it was less than $100 million to buy everything.
Wow.
So shout out to Roku for this old house.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting. I can't believe it's been around since 1979. I mean, maybe now it kind of sounds familiar, but I don't watch like TV, so I just don't have TV. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Nice. All right, so we got the bad, the ugly,
and the good.
And the good. So the bad was Android update gone bad, gone wrong.
Right.
I guess would be the right way to say it. And then the ugly was the FCC trying to get this broadband stuff under control.
Right.
Because the providers don't tell the real deal.
And the good is Roku buying this old house, but still keeping it on PBS.
Yeah. And I just want to say for the folks out there, you know, the problems that we're talking about with Frontier, and I believe I can speak for all of us here, Frontier, Suddenlink, all those crews aren't the people on the ground here doing the work.
No, it's not our local workers.
Yeah, our local workers work their butt off
exactly
to fix all these problems. It's the upper management people, administration that make the calls somewhere else. Like, you know, just not doing fiber optics. You know, it's a political type issue where, you know, the local guys and girls are just doing the best they can with what they got.
Yeah, my experience has been good. I've had it where they say they're going to come out, and they come out and check everything.
Oh, yeah, our local guys.
They do what they can, which is test it on the ground, and then they pass that along to someone else.
Yep.
At that point, it's out of their hands.
And that's what happened here. Like in our building, our phone lines, when it would rain, would go out every time it rained. And it's kind of crazy. And the guy would show up and he's like, listen, we need to redo all the lines, and they won't approve it. And I was like, well, you know, I'm paying for business lines here and got to get something solved. So we had to go way up the chain to get somebody to approve it that kept denying it.
And it seems like there's a degree of just like the physical breakdown of the lines out there and stuff, just or however many years old they are, and they're just need some updates. Or
in Frontier's case, the reason it's in the shape it's in because when Verizon had it, when Verizon basically realized that they was doing nothing but hemorrhaging money out of it, said, let's just sell it, get rid of it. So Frontier bought West Virginia, didn't upgrade anything, and then over the years they've just bought more areas across the country, just bought trash, and then now they ran out of money and had no money to upgrade anything, and they're going, well, gee, I wonder what happened. Well, the wheel fell off, ding dong. I mean, I'm far from being the most intelligent person in the room, but even you can't sell me prune juice and tell me it's water.
I don't know that I've ever heard prune juice used in that type of manner.
Well, it gets the point across, doesn't it?
It's memorable, I'll say that.
There you go.
Huh. Okay. All right, well, that's our 3 news updates. And, Justin, you did a pretty good job keeping us on track. A little bit stray there when we started talking taxes, but
he's becoming one of us. We're getting him sucked in.
I know. He's been manipulated.
One of us.
Over to the bad side. Poor Cena. She's like, I'm glad Justin's taking over my job.
Yeah. If anything, Justin, Cena feels your pain. She knows exactly what you're going through.
She's been in this seat before?
Yes. Yeah, that used to be her job.
Hence why you're here now. She just finally threw her hands up and said, all right, boys, that's enough of that.
Yeah. All right.
Yoga.
Yes, DDPY. So our product review. So a little update on where we're at on everything. So 2 weeks ago, Dave and Justin challenged me to use the Strava app.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, if you guys are going to make me actually perform physical activity here, I'm going to make you guys suffer as well.
Yeah.
So I set you guys up with DDPY, his original program called YRG, which is Yoga for Regular Guys, and the tagline is, it ain't your mama's yoga.
Yeah.
So,
you know what's funny for regular guys?
Yeah.
The girls in the video?
Yeah, he had all 3 demo people were women.
Yeah. A couple guys at the end there, but yeah.
There was a guy at the end?
On the Diamond Dozen, the one Joe gave me, we might have different.
You have different versions? Mine had 3 ladies.
Okay, I think
mine started out with ladies and then. A couple
now I think when you get to the regular workouts, they show different people.
Mm-hmm.
Like Arthur actually shows up in the workouts.
Yeah. Okay. I did the 32-minute one.
Okay.
But it was 3 ladies.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
the guys is a flexible term, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
for regular folks.
Well, or maybe he figured out marketing.
Yeah.
He just said, you know what, it's for guys, but you know.
Yeah, because he called it YRG, Yoga for Regular Guys, because he was trying to get away from that stigma of yoga's only for women and, and yoga's only where you try to touch your back of your head with your foot. And
I still think that's interesting. It's only for women, but women are going to demonstrate. And anyway.
Right.
And it's weird to me, not weird. It's interesting to me because he has that military overtone.
Yeah.
Did you notice that, Justin? I mean, I knew his background story. But
I didn't know he had military.
Yeah, he was military, right?
I don't think so. No.
Was he not? I thought he was military and had bad knees and.
Oh, Arthur, not DDP. No, Arthur.
I'm confusing stories.
Okay. Yeah.
Arthur, was one of the guys
so
that
DDP
did his program and had some great results.
So DDP is the guy that shows you how to do everything.
Okay.
Arthur was one of DDP's first experiments with this program.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Arthur was the paratrooper in the military.
Right.
That basically his knees were same as shot.
Yep.
Had walked with 2 canes, and the doctors told him, and he ballooned to over 300 pounds.
Yeah, he was super heavy.
And the doctors told him, yeah, this is the best it's going to be. It's only going to get downhill from here, and eventually you'll end up in a wheelchair. So DDP met up with Arthur, and they helped develop this system called DDPY. And actually, Arthur not only gained his ability to walk again, but he can run, and he's in his best shape of his life.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was the same guy.
No.
Because I remember we talked about it, and I was like, that's pretty cool. You know, a veteran works his way back out of, a poor health state into a good health state.
Yes, so
then shared it.
So if anybody has not seen that video, go to YouTube and type in Arthur DDPY, and you'll see that's a 5-minute video. Very inspirational, very well done.
Yes, I agree. Okay, well, this guy still he kind of got that gravelly voice and very yeah. So I just assumed he was military because he kind of had that attitude.
So what did you guys think of the actual workout? I mean, I didn't get your guys set up with the workout. I just got you guys set up with
the demo.
With the demo on how to do the moves. So
I liked it. I liked that he kept it simple. I liked that he kept stressing, hey, this isn't that hard. Even like the push-up one.
Yeah.
I'm an athlete, so I do regular push-ups, but I thought it was really nice that he worded it so it wasn't offensive. He wasn't like, hey, you're a cupcake, you can't do real push-ups. He's like, all right, let's start here. This is where we're going to start. This is what we're going to do, and this is how it works. And, Joe, I know you were an athlete in high school, and Justin as well. So, but for those out there that aren't athletes and, didn't have to sit there and do repetitive push-ups forever, that it made it, I appreciated that. I was like, all right, this is for the regular person.
Gives you an easier option, too. Like if you can drop down to the knees.
You can modify it.
Well, that's the first one that I saw. He modified it, and started out because he had the lady there doing them, and he's like, she couldn't do a single push-up.
Yep.
So we're just going to do, instead of just trying to knock out sloppy reps, it was like, let's do counts of 3, slowly ease your way down, and had your knees. And he talked about the pressure points and how to keep your spine straight, and then, slowly on the count of 3, work your way down, hold for a second, count of 3, work your way back up. So really focusing on proper technique with simple instructions.
Yes.
So it wasn't complicated, you're not knocking out high reps. It's just good form, simple modifications to the regular exercise. And, kept a pretty good pace with it, so it's nice.
And the main focus of it all is more core strength and what he calls dynamic resistance than it is actual trying to touch the back of your head with your foot.
Right, yeah, and that's what I think he kept it simple. Like I said, I had the 32-minute version. went through 4 or 5 different moves, but I like that. Even the initial stretch where you just kind of you get an athletic stance and you pull your toes off the ground and you extend your arms out and extend over your head and just to kind of feel and be aware of your heart rate and kind of feel the muscles. I wouldn't say working, but being manipulated.
Yeah.
Because you're not like saying you're not doing high reps at a high speed. It's just a nice, smooth pace. Tighten up the muscle groups, feel that pressure.
Yeah, the dynamic resistance that you talk about. It's basically telling you to imagine you have some weights in your hand, but you don't.
Yeah.
So at first you're thinking, I'm not going to feel anything for this, but if you actually like tense up and do it really slowly, like you said, and just real slow with the right form, you're like, wow, I'm feeling this.
Yeah, well, and
even with no weight whatsoever.
Yeah, and what blows me away is the one where you just stick your arms out as far as you can, and you just hold it there, and then you stick you stretch your fingers out as far as you can, and you just hold it there, and if you stand there for even just a minute, you can literally feel your heart rate going up just by doing that, and it's crazy.
Turn to your right and demonstrate.
Okay, so one of the moves is where you take both your hands and you stretch your arms out as far as you can. And while you're doing that, you stretch your fingers out as far as you can. And you hold this position for 30 seconds to a minute. And if you pay attention, even right now, just doing one hand, I can feel my blood pressure rising. And it's crazy to think that this is an exercise. This is one of the exercises. That just standing there doing this, that...
Yeah, he's like, really reach out as far as you can. He kind of gives you that motivation to...
Yeah, it made me want to stretch, actually. When I started, I was like, all right, I kind of feel good. I'm stretching out here, and I'm doing it right now as well. But
there's one called Catcher into Thunderbolt. And he says in the video, this is going to help with your hips, and I definitely felt that. I'm like, I should be doing this more often.
Yeah, just for the good of everything, yeah.
So let me ask you guys this. Now, here's the kicker, and here's what sold me on it. When you guys did this, were you sore the next day?
I was not.
No, because I only did each one time. I think if I did, like a 30-minute one or something, I might be. But
it depends on what you're used to. So I get up in the morning, do push-ups and sit-ups. And then I jog. Not very often, but I do jog. So I felt like it wasn't anything outside my comfort zone.
Right.
Now I would say if you're sedentary and this is a start for you, then. Yeah, plan on being a little bit sore, but nothing outrageous. It's not like going to the gym and hitting Zumba wide open.
Yeah, it's not
or
like
anything like that. Yeah, I mean that's what I liked about it.
Because I honestly had not felt a single pain getting up the next morning just feeling horrible. If anything, I felt good. It's like I could almost feel rejuvenated. Like I feel good today, and there was no pain. And what I really like between the no pain and the modifications. That literally, it's almost a no excuse setup, in my opinion, because they have the modifications in place, and literally they said you can start out sitting in a chair.
Oh yeah.
So if you're sitting in a chair and doing this, there's literally no excuse on why you can't do this, because a lot of these other exercise forms, you have to be able to get up and move and all that. This one you can literally do sitting down, so there's literally no excuse as to why you cannot participate. And
I liked the last stretch or move was going into the safety pose, and it was nice. That's something that I think we overlook a lot, because I'll just go out and run, do a couple of quick traditional stretches, and then that's my day of exercise. And this kind of worked into, okay, I'm going to stretch and also relax, and almost incorporating some meditation. Because you're stretching good, you're focusing on the different areas of your body to try to stretch. So I think that's a good part of it as well, kind of bringing in that meditation aspect. Now, he didn't say anything that kind of, led to that, but I think that's just natural progression. You start to kind of focus on your breathing, focus on meditation. So, nice little 30-minute deal. And I would highly encourage anyone, if they're wanting to get started, with some sort of exercise and just not sure what to do or mobility is an issue, to definitely check it out. Yoga is always awesome.
And DDP Yoga actually showed up on, he's actually featured on Shark Tank.
Oh, wow. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, he tells a story that he went to Shark Tank and felt pretty sure going in that they wasn't going to buy it, buy in on it. He said if they did, that was great. If not, no problem. He was mainly wanting the TV publicity.
Yeah, just a little advertising.
Yeah, so there's actually a documentary on Amazon right now that talks about how he went through the whole process of developing DDPY. And it's a pretty good little documentary. It's about an hour long.
Yeah.
And he goes through the whole process of developing it, literally taking all his retirement money that he made in the professional wrestling.
That's right. He's a professional wrestler.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
He took all his money that he made doing that and dumped it into this, and literally was down like to his last dollar.
Yeah.
And finally things started turning.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd have to.
That's why he has that voice. Professional wrestler.
Yeah. I'd have to go through it maybe a couple more times just so I really memorize all the moves.
Yeah.
So that I'm not like looking at the screen and trying to do it. It'd be nice to have him like down pat.
Right.
So that when he calls it out, all right, we're going into this one, then you know exactly what to do.
All right, so fellas, is it pros and cons time?
Sure.
Okay, so the pros.
Ease of use, for sure. And I like his charisma. Like I say, he's kind of got that. It makes sense. I didn't do any background research at all. I didn't realize he was a pro wrestler. But he's kind of got like that drill sergeant voice.
Right.
You know, kind of a gravelly, deep voice, and he gives instructions, and he's built well, he's fit. So he looks like, one of those guys that's like, all right, we're going to get you into shape. But the funny part is, even though he had that voice and that tone, everything he said was very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And so he made it easy. And very clear instructions. I like that he had demo people there. He wasn't doing it himself. So
then he could like show.
Yes.
Here's the muscles that are being worked.
Yeah, and he would be like, all right, so notice the back is in line. We're stretching out the spine, and the head's in line, and then the arms are reaching. And he could kind of walk through the visualization with another person there as he did it, which I thought made it really easy to understand.
Yeah.
Or really easy to follow the instructions and to focus on, like you said, the different muscle groups. So that was nice because you didn't have to guess. He was pointing right where he was talking. He did a really good job of that. I like the pace and the tempo of it. He gave you time to, like you said, Justin, if you didn't memorize the moves, you had time to kind of look and see and then still get a stretch in. It's not anything you had to memorize and try to keep up with too hard or too difficult.
He'd like walk you through it, and then he'd be like, all right, now it's your turn.
Yeah.
One of those type of things.
Yeah.
So you really get to see before you don't just jump right into it and start doing it.
Yeah. Not an uphill battle to stay at pace. So, let's see. Other pros, it was very affordable.
Right now, what we're talking about is
especially since Joe helped us with that one.
The DVD combo pack, which includes 4 DVDs.
Yeah.
The poster, and the poster shows you all the poses, and a program guide. It's $79.99.
Yeah, I mean, to get fit in a way that's easy to do and handicap appropriate.
Friendly.
Yeah. Senior friendly. I think that's fantastic. $80 is not a lot. And you don't need any special implements or
equipment,
anything like that. It's nothing crazy. You're not buying an order track or
you're not buying
Peloton for
Yeah, you're not buying a piece of equipment that'll turn into a clothes hanger in 6 months.
Yeah, I'm good at that. So that's what I did appreciate. That is nice. It's affordable. I mean, give up a pop a day and you can mow that down in 40 days.
Yeah.
So pretty easy to do for your overall health and fitness.
And the program guide is really neat. It shows you your schedule, a recommended schedule, plus it actually has some recipes for to improve your eating habits as well. And
nice.
And it's all non-processed, all natural. Meal plans, recipes, food journal, workout journal, progress journal.
So does he recommend you do this daily? Or like
no,
every
actually,
other day, or?
The program guide it usually goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you have your pick of either Saturday or Sunday to do your choice.
Yeah.
So it's not an everyday. I have to remember it, and I have to do this, and it's every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then the weekend you just pick whatever day, and it's probably roughly around 30 minutes for a workout.
Yeah, I think mine was 32.
Yeah.
But that included the introduction stuff, which you could skip.
Right.
Yeah, I can't think of any big cons. Can you?
No. I mean, We didn't have the we didn't have the set or anything. So, I mean, maybe if you wanted to increase your intensity, I don't know.
Yeah, if there's an option for.
Well, okay. So now, since I've got you guys hooked, I'm going to reel you in. So there is actually an app, and let me pull it up real quick so I can tell you guys right now the right one. Okay, it's DDP Yoga Now, workouts, motivations, and tracking, and it comes with a 7-day trial. So,
yes,
live on the air, pressure and everything. Do you guys want to do? And I've not done this either. I've not done the app. So, do the three of us want to do the DDP Yoga Challenge and do the app for a 7-day trial and come back next week and report back?
Yep. The clock's ticking this time because we only have 7 days to use it. So,
yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it a try.
I'm installing it as we speak.
All right, me too.
My sister's big on, she uses the Peloton app, and she follows along with workouts. I guess that's becoming more and more popular.
Yeah,
these apps that just have so many different exercises you follow along with.
Yeah, COVID really shot Peloton through the roof.
Yeah, because you need to do stuff at home. So I don't know. Here's the weird part. I mean, I'm downloading the app. I'm gonna give it a go, but I'm old school. You know, I get up in the morning, do my push-ups, my sit-ups, and try to jog in the afternoon.
It's just push-ups. I mean, it works a lot of good stuff. I've always said a gym's great and all, but you can do a whole lot with just your living room.
Yeah, that's what I like with DDPY is I don't have to go to a gym. Because honestly, when I do this kind of stuff, it's almost like my quiet time. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be around a bunch of people. I just want to do my own thing, and I enjoy that.
What do you think about we'll log another Strava activity too?
Okay. Actually, you can knock out two birds, one stone because Strava actually does yoga, so you can actually add that into your Strava. So 2 birds, 1 stone. So yes, Justin, I will log another activity in Strava.
Okay. You got around that. I tried to throw that curveball at you.
Loophole.
Found the loophole, yep.
Yeah. See, you know, we said I should have been a lawyer.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going through the app. I just created the login.
Yeah, so
while you guys are arguing about who's doing what fitness stuff, I'm taking care of business.
Yeah, so you can actually go. The app is free, and it's on iOS, Android. You can actually log in and view it on the website on your computer as well. And it's a free 7-day trial at ddpyoga.com.
Yep.
And the app is DDP Yoga Now.
This is all jacked up. Makes you pick from a calendar, and there's no quick way to. Oh yeah, there we go. I say, man.
There are going to be some new moves mixed in with this, you think, or is
I
the
don't
Diamond
think,
Dozen like
I
the
think
core?
I think the Diamond Dozen is the core of everything.
Moves,
yeah.
Kind of 12 moves and then the safety one at the end.
Yeah.
Good deal. I would definitely benefit from spending a little more time with some flexibility type stuff because that's not a strong suit.
Okay, so
app. Who wouldn't benefit from that? So let me just say that.
The app, you can track everything, and you can personalize your program. And there's even a Cook with DDP, and it has a nutritional library of delicious recipes. And there's new recipes added each week. They include GMO-free, organic, and gluten-free.
All right.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. The Joe Show with some fitness
technology. Yeah. Now here's the crazy part. So I put my stuff in there, and it referenced the "How did you hear about this?" and it did what's the military guy's name?
DDP. Oh, Arthur.
Arthur.
Yes.
It referenced his video as how I found out.
Really? Yeah. Nice.
Because it kind of blew up, right? It got millions and millions.
Yeah. Let me hit YouTube real quick, and I can get the.
We were in the office, and you brought it up. Zach was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that." So
yeah.
A lot of folks have seen that video.
Okay. Yeah. It is called "Never Give Up: Arthur's Inspirational Transformation," and it's had over 86 million views.
That's a lot.
All right, so here's the thing: you do the 7-day trial, but you got to put in your credit card.
And so if you don't forget,
if you don't cancel it in 7 days.
Yeah. But if you don't forget, it'll be a $29.99 for a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, please make sure if you don't want to keep it that you cancel it within 7 days.
Okay. So we got to remember next week to cancel that baby if we don't want to keep it.
Yeah. You might be singing a different song next week.
I mean, I might like. That's what I mean. If you don't want to keep it, then
right,
cancel.
Yeah,
but
if
you're using it, it seems good, and it seems worth the money. Then heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't like it.
Yeah. You're right, Justin. You can do the yoga on your Strava and count it as an activity.
Yeah. See.
Might have to update our Roane County activity club.
Yeah.
To include some
Run,
yoga.
walk, and yoga.
Yeah. Do some yoga milestones. Do 5 hours of yoga.
Three poses.
Yeah, for me, that's about as far as I get.
Yeah.
Until I'm stuck on the floor. I tried the hot yoga one time.
Yeah.
It's like over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that doesn't sound like fun to me. That's just...
Well, the whole point is, at least as I understand, is that, the hotter the temperature, the more your muscles will relax and stretch, and you can do better. But, man, I got to think that's terrible.
Yeah.
I hate hot weather. I got enough insulation I can survive a nuclear winter, so not really into getting warmer. But anyway. Okay, so yoga time for next week. We got 7 days.
Yeah.
Joe, you're going to log some more. You're going to do the yoga and log us some Strava activities, right?
Well, I'm doing both at the same time. I'm multitasking, boys.
That's what I'm saying. We are as well. So we're avid Strava users.
Yeah.
Justin's topping the leaderboard here for our Jack Garrett Ford Patch Roane County Activity Group.
Yeah, Justin, we got to slow you down, buddy.
Yeah.
You're looking like an overachiever
the other
between the
day,
three of us.
I wasn't trying to run that far, but I got lost out on some
You ran like
country road.
20 miles, right?
Yeah, I left the golf course thinking, this will be about 10, 12 miles, and then 17 miles later, I'm hobbling into town. My dad started to come look for me. It started to get dark. He thought I was on the side of the road somewhere.
Hey, Justin, little tip. Next time, use your car before you...
Yeah.
And the other reason I'm telling that is over the weekend, I was thinking of trying another route, of making my own route, and I was going, let me measure this out in the vehicle before I start taking a brilliant idea, just walking and then ending up in that exact situation.
Yeah. Where'd you end up at?
Well, it was Randolph Run Road, I think, which connected back over to Barcut. But like there's a bridge out there that crosses Spring Creek, and I don't know. It didn't look right after a while, but at that point I was already.
You should have left
like 4 or 5 miles in, so I was like, well, if I keep on this road, eventually, hopefully it'll pop out somewhere. And
you should have took a left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right, so there you have it. We had our 3 news updates. A little talk about Android. That was the bad, right? FCC, the ugly, which wasn't the FCC being ugly, but the service providers for our broadband and internet.
Right.
Ugly issue that the
and then
possibly
Roku throwing out This Old House for free.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
1979
Plus
show.
keeping it on PBS.
Yeah, and keeping it on PBS for free. So good, the bad, the ugly, and then a product review of the DDPY.
DDPY, which
Yoga.
is part 1. We'll be
part 1.
reviewing the actual app next week.
Yeah, got to get on that. And then we'll talk a little bit more about Strava. So if you're in Roane County, make sure you log into Strava. And Justin, why don't you give a quick rundown on how that works? There's a video. You can go to our Patch Facebook. You're watching that
all
now.
All the info's on the Patch Facebook page. And if you're interested in winning a GPS watch, got like a week left to get entered for that. And
Joe.
Facebook page.
Get entered, Joe.
I already entered.
You were the first one, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, share, join the Strava club, and just start logging your mileage on Strava with your phone.
Yeah.
And be eligible for prizes and be part of the local fitness group that we've got going. It's a nice little community we've got.
We got
kind of encouraging each other to get out there and log miles and be active.
All supported by local businesses. We have Specialty Graphics doing our shirts now, so we got new shirts rolling out with a little logo, and people earn a shirt in 10 miles. It's not that hard to earn a shirt.
Yeah, partnered with Jack Garrett Ford, so on Strava in the club section you can search Jack Garrett Ford or Patch. Either one will pop up.
Joe, how many miles have you logged?
Almost 5 so far.
Okay, so you're halfway to a shirt. So if you can by next week knock off 5 more miles.
Yeah, but I can't log mileage in yoga because it's all one position.
Well, no, yeah, well, that's yoga time. We'll figure that out. But if you log some more walking here, if you can knock out 5 miles by next week, you earn yourself a shirt.
Well, you're not asking that much, are you?
Nah, 5 miles. Shoot, Justin does that in like 30 minutes.
Yep. Before we get here in the morning.
Especially when he gets lost.
Yeah. Multiple dogs coming at me too. I'll tell you guys about that next week.
We might have to have a whole podcast just based around Justin's adventures here. Getting lost, dogs chasing him, who knows?
Yeah, Justin is just a camera short of a reality show.
Yeah.
And no script, just follow him around.
Yep.
Yeah. What's this show about? Nothing. Just Justin. Nothing.
Hey, worked out well for Jerry Seinfeld.
It did. All right, well, you've been You've been listening to Patch Turned Up here and Help Desk with Joe, and this is show 55. We're in Spencer, West Virginia here at the Patch Studio, and covered a lot of topics today. So, Joe, as always, giving out lots of good information. So if anybody wants to get a hold of you and has any questions about any of it, how do they get a hold of you?
Give us a call at our office at 304-927-3588. Check out our website at amdigitaltechnologies.com or follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at AM Digital Tech for all that.
Yeah, and A&M Digital Technology powers all our patch stuff. You guys, you and Cena behind the scenes take care of all our computers, which we have a bunch, from our after-school sites and everything else. And along with these shows that we do, along with supporting our students and the video broadcasting they do and their virtual lessons. So a lot of stuff going on. A&M Digital Technology doing all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. So
and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah.
We're on all the major platforms. Just look for Help Desk with Joe and Dave, hosted by Anchor.fm.
Yep. So myself, Joe, Justin, another show knocked out, show 55. We'll be back with more, so make sure you join us next week and stay in tune with all the technology updates that you need to know about that Joe brings to your doorstep here on Facebook Live and in this podcast. And
tune in to next week and see if we all come walking in, if we're all come crippled in because of yoga.
And I'm really curious to see if Justin can keep us on task.
Oh, that's a tall order.
That is a tall order. But anyway. All right, we'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us. And again, for Justin, Joe, and myself, everybody be good. Do a little bit of yoga, get some fitness and exercise in, and tie it into your technology. All right, we'll see you next week.